Hello, Nevada! I'm only kidding you. I've been to your state before. When I said that, although I had been warned, the entire audience where I was speaking came back and said, Nevada! So I had to start out that way to show you that I do learn. Thank you for the opportunity to address you today. I know that many of you are part of the Healthy Communities Coalition and work with HCC on so many aspects of food security and healthy foods. Even though I can't join you in person, I'd love to, you should know that I'm one of your biggest fans. For me, the work that you're doing is summed up in a photo of the 2 Dayton Elementary students in their organic garden that was taken by Kelly Clark in our Rural Development Office. We featured this photo on the front cover of a major USDA publication earlier this year. And it's my favorite photo to show the presentations I do around the country on the value of local and regional food systems. When I look at that picture, it's of a boy and a girl holding potatoes that are just dug from the ground. I'm struck by what it says about the investment you're making in your community through the Food Hub. You're investing in the next generation of farmers and ranchers. You're investing in healthy kids who will grow up to be healthy adults, and in the jobs and opportunities that come from a strong regional food system. You're investing in working farmland and in the farm families who care for it. That's an investment worth making. And at USDA, we want to do everything we can to support you. As I was thinking about what I wanted to say to you today, besides doing my little joke about Nevada, I went online to the website of our Know Your Farmer, Know Your Food initiative. The initiative is something we started back in 2009 to strengthen and coordinate USDA's work on local food. We've been hard at work, and we, and all of you, have made amazing progress. When I joined USDA in 2009, there were about 5,000 farmers markets nationwide. Today, there are close to 8,000. We've helped markets start up or expand, and we've helped them get set up to accept SNAP and other nutrition benefits. This means greater access to healthy local food for lower income consumers and a bigger customer base for local farmers and ranchers. Since I joined USDA, the amount of SNAP dollars redeemed at farmers markets has grown by nearly 200%. But you know, as I do, that we have to go further. Like you, we're trying to figure out how to use scarce resources to reach as many people as possible. We've launched a new farm-to-school grant program. We put out a guide to developing food hubs that can aggregate products from many farmers and sell to high-volume markets like grocery stores. We're supporting infrastructure like cold storage, refrigerated transport, and processing facilities at the local level. These operations are generating jobs, and they're connecting local farmers and ranchers with markets close at home, keeping more money circulating in the community. Secretary Vilsack and I have also made a priority of supporting a new generation of farmers and ranchers. The average age of farmer in America today is close to 59. For every farmer under the age of 35, we have 6 over the age of 65. USDA programs that support new farmer training, that help them purchase land, and that connect them with local markets are an investment in the future of agriculture. And I'm proud that just in the last 2 years, 40% of our farm loans have gone to beginning farmers and ranchers. But you probably know all of this because you're actually putting these federal resources to work in your community. And you're drawing on many other resources, whether it's state or local government, private foundations, or your own time and expertise to make it all stick. I imagine it sometimes feels like you're alone in this work, but I want you to know that people are paying attention to what you're doing. And in so many ways, you're serving as a model for others. One of the findings that came out of the research we did for our Food Hub guide is that some of the most successful food hubs are those that involve many stakeholders from up and down the supply chain. You embody that lesson. You have leaders here from the farm community who are helping make sure that what you're building supports and nurtures both existing and new operations. Rick Latham of Latham Farms, who along with his wife Bee, has diversified their business and turned the farm into an agritourism destination. I have a photo of Rick's corn maze on my desk here in Washington. Come visit. Marcia and Steve Litzinger of Churchill Butte Organics, real pioneers in the Nevada organic community. Marcia is the first organic farmer to join the State Committee of USDA's Farm Service Agency, and I thank you for your service, and for the countless hours you spent sharing your expertise with others. And Wendy Baroli of Girl Farm, who also has a background with USDA and our Natural Resources Conservation Service. Now she's the fourth generation in her family to produce local food for her community, and she's getting people involved in learning about agriculture too. I thank y'all for the time and energy you're putting into building your local food system and for your partnership with USDA. I know we have members of the Fallon Small Farm Collaborative here today too. You're using a specialty crop block grant from USDA to help small farmers share planting, harvesting, and packing equipment and facilities, and then market their products locally. This is another model practice. Recognize the barriers that access to capital equipment present for small farmers, take an inventory of available infrastructure, and make use of what's available to overcome those barriers. You're helping small farms reach markets that may have been inaccessible to them otherwise. Again, I'm proud that USDA can partner with you on this. Another thing that makes your work unique is the attention you're putting on serving low-income residents. To me, this is one of the most exciting aspects of local food system development, the potential to connect low-income consumers who may lack access to healthy food with fresh produce and other products from local farmers. Clearly, we see the benefits for those consumers. But this work also increases the pool of customers for farmers, and as a result, can increase profitability. It's truly a win-win scenario. We can't stop defending the vision that it's possible to do both of these things simultaneously. You're helping prove that it's possible, and you're putting USDA resources to work in the process. For example, the Mineral County Economic Development Authority secured a USDA grant for 2 refrigerated trailers. One is a mobile farmers market that serves distant communities, and another will help farmers cool their produce quickly, making it possible to sell to urban outlets ready to pay good prices for local foods. The Food Bank of Northern Nevada is using a USDA grant to study whether trucks that travel to nearby rural communities could return carrying food produced by farmers there for sale at regional markets. You're also leveraging other resources. I've just learned of the agreement between the Healthy Communities Coalition and Lyon County School District to use a high school's commercial kitchen so that small farmers and gardeners can make value-added products like salsa, jams, and pickles. You're taking inventory and you're putting available resources to work, and in doing so, you're meeting the needs of low-income residents, of local farmers and ranchers, and of your schools. This work will have even broader impacts on economic development in your region. We know from academic research and anecdotal evidence that local food systems have multiplier effects. The revenue that's staying with your local farms and circulating in your community supports jobs in many other industries. And as you work together to help the younger generation learn good eating habits, you're setting your community on a course toward better health, higher productivity, and longer, more fulfilling lives. To those of you at the conference who work in school nutrition, you may have my deep appreciation for your work to implement the new Healthy Hunger-Free Kids Act. This is a priority and a passion that we share. Thank you so much. Now you may have noticed that I know quite a bit about the work you're doing. This is in part due to our incredible staff in Carson City, led by State Director and Energizer Bunny, Sarah Adler. But it's also because with all that you're doing, you have quite literally put yourselves on our map. The Know Your Farmer, Know Your Food initiative released a new tool earlier this year called the Compass. It's an interactive guide to USDA programs that support local and regional food systems to help you find the right resources. It's full of case studies, videos, and photographs, including that wonderful one of the students at Dayton Elementary. Accompanying the guide is our Compass map. It shows local food projects around the country supported by USDA over the last few years. And just a few weeks ago, we added projects supported by other federal agencies, so you can learn about those resources as well. So let me return to my process of preparing for these remarks, which was to get on our website and look at the map. The cluster of dots in your region really stood out. You are truly leading your state when it comes to these issues. What the map can't show, but what you well know, is that these dots are all connected. Through the work of the Healthy Communities Coalition and its partners, you're putting the pieces together to build a strong regional food system, and I want you to know that USDA is your partner in this effort. Now, the map is still a work in progress, and there may be things we've missed. We want to know what's missing, and we want you to use the Compass tools, whether it's to show the community how you're leveraging federal resources, or to find projects or people you don't know about in your area, or to look elsewhere in the country to see what communities are doing and how they're doing it. Give us feedback and keep sending us stories to highlight because, as I said, you are seeding new ground. Thanks for all you do. Sarah, thanks for your leadership. All of you, I look forward to our continued work together.